Team Same Day Casuals. I'm sitting with my man Mikey, representing the GA. You know how we do. We're about to talk some United talk, just some friendly chat. Mikey, how you doing out there in your part of the world? How you feeling?
I'm good, brother. I'm ready for football tomorrow. I hate the international break. I cannot function without my football on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, so let's get it. I'm ready.
Yeah, international break for us. It's never calm. It's never quiet. It's always something. The media seems like they always want to make up something too. But we just got to navigate it through it. But like I said, this was probably a decent one. We got guys coming back healthy. The only disappointment is Casemiro, but it sounds like this is more like a break for him than anything than an injury, which is needed.
Yeah. I mean, to get hurt right now, is crazy. But I mean, hell, he could have been Neymar. You see what happened to Neymar?
Yeah, I heard about it. And I international duty is cool, but I had a little problem with the Casemiro injury. I felt when he got the first injury, I forgot what match it was, when he had the swollen ankle, which was on October 15th. I know the date. I felt like I told our Reds out here, I said, I felt like they should have sent and brought him home then. But the fact that they said that his ankle was swollen and they trained him and then he played against Uruguay and he re-injured himself, I just feel like it's another sign that shows how the club is not organized. I feel like there's not respect. There's a lack of respect when it comes to our club, our players, and our injury situation. I don't know if Eric Ten Hag was okay. We can never know, but that's something. For example, if Fergie would have had a guy got hurt at international duty, he'd have been like, no, he's got to come back home to us right now. We got to take care of him. But the fact that he played another game against Uruguay and re-injured himself to the point where he stayed in Brazil, I just feel that's unacceptable. And, I use the word neglect a lot when it comes to our team. I feel like we neglect a lot of things and they become big things. And, you got to go to the top of the table when it comes to that. We are just a really ran bad program. It's really neglectful. I know I didn't want to get into that negative type feel right now, but every mistake, every problem always stems back to a certain group of people. And it just really bothers them because they don't care. And the fact that it trickles down, the product is getting hurt. I mean, if you're a player, why would you want to be in a situation where your career is being jeopardized with bad training, bad facilities, I don't know. It just seems like the diagnosis is bad. You got guys getting hurt and they're giving them pain injections to make them play. That's barbaric. In today's time, you shouldn't be doing no shit like that. I'm sorry. With all the technology in the world, there's no way they should have said that he wasn't healed and kept playing. But everybody says I get negative and I get too preachy.
Oh, they say
I don't want to.
They said that to you?
Yeah, they said it about me. Everybody, I'm the one. When I'm watching the match, I'm actually very calm. But before, everybody's just like, all right, just relax. But when the match starts, I'm the one like, listen, we're going to win 2-1. We're going to win 3-1. Don't worry about it. We're going to. That's not you.
I don't say, hey, I'll be like, I'll come down all week. I'm like, man. Like, for example, the year last year we played Chelsea, we beat them, was like 4-1. And I was like, "Ooh, man, this Chelsea side, man, they'll fuck around and they'll turn up. They'll turn up. We don't know what Chelsea we might get." I'm like that. I'm always like, I don't know.
I'm always going to give the team the benefit of the doubt. For example, I'm under the believing that when we play the team, it's like if you're the Lakers or whatever, that teams are going to give you their best effort. When teams play us, they're going to be like, listen, this is United. They look at the schedule and be like, that's who we want to play.
But we're going to give our best because you don't know what we're going to do. That's why I'm always like.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
I don't know. I quit. Look at another team like, oh, man, they because everybody else has an identity.
Right.
Like, they can be on most times they have an identity or they'll have like a new manager bounce or like, they've lost a few too many games, and United's just food right now. Like we're not going on. When we were with Ollie, we had like a 19-20 game unbeaten run. Yeah, 19-20 game unbeaten run. Going crazy.
Speaking of identity, what is our identity?
We don't have one. We don't have one. Well, I don't know if we're a counterattacking team, if we're a defensive team, if we are a kick and rush team, a long
Yeah.
ball team. If we're pressers, do we press? Are we what? Are we tiki taka? What do we do? What
Yeah.
what do we do that's like because it changes. It seems to me we have to go a goal down to get serious.
Well, it
We have
used to be like
to
that.
get kicked in the mouth to be like, okay, they're not playing. Let me sit up. Let me sit up with the controller now and get right. Like that's what it seemed like to me that we need to do. So I don't know because then we'll go like, for example, let's contrast two games, right? So we were kicking Brentford's ass for a good amount of time, right?
Yeah.
And then scored against the run of play, boom. That's what happens to us. Teams that can go and hit us on the break and be clinical and finish their food can beat us because
Right.
when they're happy to have the ball, right? Be up, happy to have the ball and drop 10 men behind the ball. Not even,
Yeah.
we're at home now. Like, if we get the ball and get a break, fine. But like, we can defend for the next 48 minutes. We didn't expect to be here at Old Trafford up one.
Right. Right.
So for 6 or 7 years, we've had issues with what? Not beating the top six sides, because we do that pretty good. We do
Yeah.
that good. It's those bottom of the barrel teams that are like, if we nick a goal in the 55th minute, we'll defend for the rest of the game. And we cannot break down low blocks. It doesn't matter what it is. I watch City. City could break down the low block. They bring men forward. They change
Yeah.
their they take risks and they have quality. We take risks, ball ends up out, somebody heads it out, and then we get hit on the break because somebody fell asleep. Now we're down 2-0, 40 minutes left, and we're waiting. So, we don't really have an identity.
Hold on, Mikey. Sorry, Mikey.
You good?
Yeah. Don't. No. No. Just leave the key. We'll take care of that three.
We'll be back.
Yeah. We'll take care of it then.
We'll be back by then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it just in case.
All right. All right. No problem.
Thanks.
Thank you, gentlemen. Um. So yeah, like you're saying, we are. They keep closing the door. Oh fuck it. We don't break down that low block well, and you're right about that. Our identity is lacking. And what's troublesome about us? Well, let's talk about that. Do you feel like it's more of an injury situation that we can't make this identity, we can't correct this identity?
I mean, I think it's the fact that we're constantly rebuilding. We're in the second rebuilding phase. We're in our fourth rebuilding phase. We've been
Yeah,
rebuilding 10 years, and then the minute we get a guy, they leave. What's his name that coaches for West Ham now?
Moisey.
Left, left the club. Okay, we get Van Hal. Van Hal wins things. We sack him. We get Mourinho. He gets sacked. He gets a second. He's having problems with the star player. He gets the hell out. Okay, we get Ollie. Ollie gets 2 years, and then he gets beat to sleep by what is this like Newcastle, City, and Liverpool in a week in
Yeah,
2 weeks time. So then they put him out. So then they bring in Ranić, and Ranić's supposed to be the sporting guy, and Ranić's like, no, I'm not doing this. I got better things I can do. So he's gone, and he doesn't even take the role he's supposed to take. Then we're fighting with ownership, and then somehow we get Eric Ten Hag. How can any team have an identity when they don't even know who's going to be their coach
yeah,
10 months later? You have no idea.
yeah. It's true, and the fact that it turns out we fire a coach every 2 years under this regime, which is disgusting. You can't. It's not. This is not conducive for a coach to build a program, build a structure. And I mean, we still got players from Louis Van Gaal on the team, for God's sake. You know what I'm saying?
Pep couldn't fix this, and I
No,
think.
nobody could. Well,
Listen, people not gonna like I said this. I think Pep is the greatest manager. Okay, only because he's done it on every level. Okay, and people will say, "Oh, well, he had the greatest players." The greatest players are who wins. Nobody wins with scrubs. That's a crazy thing to say. Pep couldn't fix this. Pep couldn't. There's nothing he can do because it starts with the top. It starts with the top. And every time you get a new coach, they want to implement a new play style. They want to implement their own guys, their own people that they had at the team. That this look at Tenag. Tenag's like, I'm gonna reach back and grab some of these Ajax guys. I'm gonna give one of them
Yeah.
$100 million. And
Yeah, he had to get guys he trusted.
he went back and gave one of his guys $100 million, and he can't shoot with both feet.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So then you have to get. I look at Arsenal, right? I hate Arsenal, absolutely hate Arsenal. But I look at Arsenal, right, and I look at how much turmoil they were in. They were Arteta out. They
Oh,
were
they had shirts.
calling for it. Like the fan base was calling for it. He steadied the ship, and then they bottled the league. They did bottle it, and they had a chance. They went pretty far in the Europa League, right? But they developed an identity through crisis.
Yeah.
And crisis precipitates change. They made the change. They didn't
Right.
look. Arteta wasn't feeling the heat. He wasn't feeling the pressure. They backed him. They were like, no. This is our guy. We know he can do it. And now look at them. They're flying. They're flying. They're in the back of the Champions League. They are flying. I hate them, but you got to give respect where it's due, or credit where it's due. And
The best thing Kroenke did was not listen to his fan base. That's the best thing he did.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop getting we're part of the problem. Like I said before in the other video, we're part of the problem. We get so excitable when things don't go away. Like, oh, this guy, he's so bad. We get rid of him. Like, look what they're doing to Rashford now. Rashford scored a goal on the weekend. Now it's like, oh, he's back. He's gonna kick up. It's like, relax.
We're highly temperamental.
Relax. People have. Do you go to work?
That's just today's time.
Every day? No. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's today's time. You're right. People don't know how to build anymore, and it takes time to do these things. Everything is quick fix in this society, and everybody thinks you can just build a team up real quick. Pep took a while. Pep got to go through like 4 goalies, 8 defenders. He got to pick and choose, do his thing, and then now he's where he wants to be. You just don't do this shit overnight. And I get shocked by our fan base by that, because we are a very knowledgeable fan base, but I feel like we get caught up and swayed by the media and get pushed into certain directions, and we feel the pressure when we should just relax and let the boss do his work.
We got spoiled by Fergie. Fergie spoiled us. We're suffering from our past success.
Yeah, we are.
We're looking at, like, your boy came on here, he typed, and he was like, because I watched that video a couple times, right? And just to see if I would, if like, what I was saying is too crazy, like, and he said, he was like, Fergie woulda, da, da, da. And you get a lot of the Fergie woulda. Like, I call them Fergie woulda. There's the Fergie woulda crowd. And it's like, that's what it is. This is not 92. I mean, this is not 99. It's not 2011. We're dealing with a whole different type of player now. A social media type of player. The guys these guys like each other on the pitch. Let's start there. They like each other. They're not walking down the tunnel.
Yeah, there's no beef.
They're not doing that. They're hanging out after this game,
Yeah, they are.
Whole different mentality of player. So to try to hold this, Fergie, Roy Keane would have, yeah, whatever, bro. We got to come out of that, and we got to start thinking more like how. And I hate to say it. I hate to say this, but City is not worried. City is never worried about what their players doing outside.
They're not.
You ever listen to City when they're talking? People will say like, "Oh, a player. He's not." They'll get a player. Like, we'll get a player, right? And they'll be like, he's not Premier League proven. We don't know if he's Premier League proven. City does not say things like that. They just go and get a guy.
They just go get a guy that fits their program.
We say things like, not Premier League proven. They went and got Doku. Doku comes in, and he is a baller. He's an absolute. Right. We need to be like that. We need to be focused on the game and not the semantics.
2 minutes, my brother. 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Shout to all the men inside the place. Those Atlanta Reds YouTube. That's my YouTube channel. I do documentary form content. I do we went to, in February, man, we've done a lot. I saw Wes Brown. I got a chance to ask Wes Brown what's his loadout on COD. We did the New York game against Arsenal.
Let's get into the roster. I'm sorry, you and I can see you and I can talk for days about what we should be doing, what we shouldn't do. We're in a good situation right now. We're actually having some injury pluses. Like we said, Casemiro will be missing, but it's actually a good time for Casemiro to step down because our midfield is kind of stacked. I don't know if you saw my lineup. I went with the back four of my guy, Regulon. I started at Harry. I can't believe it. Varane, Delo. I also went in the midfield three of Sofane, Mount, Bruno, Rashi, Holland, and Anthony. I see a lot of people want to start Scotty, though. How do you feel about Scotty in this situation? I mean, people seem to get gas. That's another situation. Where are you going to play Scotty in this game? I don't understand what people are thinking about. This is the same guy who won't get the ball, who won't show for the ball. He hides when they want to pass him the ball. So where are you going to put Scotty? Other than attacking mid, where else would you put Scotty?
There's nowhere to put him but on the bench. That he needs to come on like how he comes on here, like how he came on when we won the game. That's where he needs to be. And then when he comes on, he could play. He could do a box to box thing. But like I said, bro, we get a little, like you said, we get a little bit too gassed about this guy. And one day, me and you will meet, and we will talk about the intricacies of why that is, because it's a lot deeper than him just playing the game. It's a lot of unconscious bias going on here with him,
right?
Or some of the players that look like him, even. So
yeah, I know what you're saying.
No, so I'll stop there with that. But yeah, some people are attached to him like how others are attached to like Martial. Martial will score a goal every 200 days, and now it's Martial FC. He's back. He needs to be playing every week. Same thing with Big Tomine. Same thing. Guy goes missing. Luke Shaw has that too. Let me tell you something interesting about Luke Shaw, and he's just Big Tomine is the same way. Luke Shaw's been with us for 9 years and has yet to complete an entire season. He's never completed an entire season. He's always hurt. Always.
I've never peeped that out.
They'll give it to Marcel. Like, Marcel's always hurt. He's made of glass. And then like, Luke Shaw does the same thing. And McTominay does the same thing. McTominay hasn't completed an entire season himself. And when he's not playing well, when he's not scoring 2 goals, he gets 2 goals or 3 goals a season, maybe 5. When he gets those 5 goals in games, disappears. And then you'll hear that he's hurt in training, his back's hurt, and then that's it. So look, he's playing good now. Let's ride him. Play the hot hand. Cool. But he's going to show you who he is. Okay, he's a Scottish Fellaini. All right.
Yeah, basically. That's why I see him as a Fellaini. I mean, you can't possibly. I just find there's too much of liability in the midfield, and I understand what he does. He's good in the box. He's excellent in the box. So be it. But as bringing him on, first of all, I wouldn't bench Mount for him right now because Mount is playing. I actually like how Mount's playing right now.
Playing great.
He makes it a lot more dynamic, and I think that's something we need to be in this midfield. We need to be dynamic. Scotty is a situational player, and there's a lot of people screaming for him to come on and start him, but I'm not going to hate on that. We just forgot that Scotty was having a poor season up to the last game. He was really playing really poor, and I was really disappointed in him because one thing I appreciated about Scotty, he was always an effort guy, and he wasn't showing effort. He was getting outpaced by the goalie. I'm going to let that go, but the film don't lie. But let's talk about Rashi on the left. How do you feel about him in the Garnacho situation? For example, some people think we should start Garnacho.
I think we should start Garnacho. We got to drop this guy Rashford for a little bit. And I'm saying this as a guy that loves Marcus Rashford. I absolutely love that guy. My child has his books. That's how much I love the guy, okay? I can be real because it's the club first. Some people don't understand that for whatever reason. He needs to sit on the bench. He needs a dropping. Now it's just score with England, right? So maybe he'll kick on. Who knows? But he needs a dropping. And just to be like, hey, bro, shake it off. Now, let's remember, around this time last year, the World Cup was going on, or the World Cup was happening around this time,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he kicked on in the second half of the season. We have a lot of football to play still.
A
Okay,
lot. A
a
lot.
lot. But 1 or 2 benchings is not gonna kill this guy. He's also what 26, like 25. He can take a benching right now. Let Garnacho play. Let's grow Garnacho too. Let Pelistri play. Quiet as it's kept, I think Pelistri is better than Garnacho on the low.
Oh, that's a good shout.
On that right hand side, let's think about it like this: Pelistri starts for Uruguay. He starts for them. Uruguay
Yeah.
is no slouch. They
Yeah,
play well.
that's
Not right.
ballers.
And that young kid starts for them. And he's dynamic for them. He's no
Yeah.
slouch. I think in the long run, I think Pelistri might end up better. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just there with that, but I think Garnacho needs the time. I definitely. What do you think?
Let me read some messages. Noah Theodore said, big up to the 1870 Casuals legends. Mark Cheeseman says, big up the man them. And Mark says one more time, Scotty was on the chopping block before this game. And it was just true. It's true. That's another thing. We catch amnesia good too as supporters. We are really fickle. I know some people say we should play the informed guys, but Scotty wasn't informed. I would throw him in late. And when it comes to Garnacho and Rashi, I believe we should start Rashi still, but pull him like how we did in the 60th minute. And let Garnacho to me is more impactful off the bench. I just like him off the bench. Listen, I don't dislike Garnacho anyway. Let me put that out there. He is the future. When he comes in, he's what we want in an attacker. He's direct. He doesn't play. The defense feels his energy, his pressure, and that's how it be. Sometimes I feel guys get too dancy with the ball, and they allow the defense to collapse on them. And that's one thing I get bothered with. Like what Rashi did in the England game, that's all we've been asking for him to do this season. He hasn't done that for his one time because you can see his mind. You can see it moving when he has the ball. Just be you, attack. And especially if you got Rasmus with you. Rasmus, listen, Rasmus got to understand he's got another athlete up there with him who will run.
Teams know though, right? Like they watch the game. They know Rashford wants to cut in. He wants to cut in. He wants to get that ball on his right foot and put one in. That's what he wants to do. He wants to take on 2 guys, maybe nutmeg a guy, maybe go around that guy. And he's not necessarily the best dribbler. He's not a dangerous, like, techers kind of guy. He'll get
No, he's not.
strength has to do, but like he has pace, a lot of pace and that first explosive step to go past you. But he's not like a technical dribbler to where he's just beating guys like left and right, right? He may do from time. But we know what he wants. The world knows what he wants to do. He's going to cut in. He's going to cut in, and he's not trying to cross that ball at all. But when he does do it, we get goals from it. We get goals from it, or he puts it in danger areas. I want to see more of that. Like, bring back the danger area type of play, all right? Put that ball in a weird place and let us get the runners through. We stopped doing that. A lot of times I see that we're not in the box. We're not even ready. And a lot of it is because our midfield lacks pace.
Yeah.
Get up there quick. When Casemiro's 39 damn years old, you think he's getting in the box now? Casemiro is our second leading scorer. He's getting there and he scores a lot in the box, right? That's a joke, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of times if it's not Casemiro, then who is it? Who's gonna get that goal for us? We need to cross the ball more a little and commit to that. Everybody knows Rashford wants to go in on the right and do a little dance.
And speaking of Pelestri again, one thing I do like about him, he's the one guy who will cross the ball into the box. We're really terrible at that. Mark says, preach, we're stagnant in attack. Yeah, we're very defensible. That's the thing. Teams can stop us. I mean, we're predictable. There's everybody knows what everybody's going to do for a team. Rasmus is the one guy that's actually bringing hold up play. He showed us that he could dribble the ball and run the ball. He could. I think he's a blessing. I know he's not ready to be that guy yet, but I see him going there. We have no finishers right now. Confidence is in front of the goal is lacking. That's another point. It's another point. You know, there's one thing that hit us bad right now is the international break. I think we needed another game before the international break just to see how guys were flowing. But, you know, the attack has let us down. I mean, a lot of teams are outscoring us. I think we might be like in the bottom 5 for goals, which is pathetic, you know, and hopefully, what I'm hoping is that now we have the midfield a little bit more shored up. So Fane shows he's better at the ball right now than Casemiro. You know, Casemiro's drop off is scary. I think he did too much last year. I think it was a new league, new team. He was trying to prove a lot, and I think he shot his wad. And I think we might have to find another starting defensive mid. I love Casemiro, but I don't think he's that guy no more. And my Real Madrid fans were like, yeah, he was showing that. We knew his legs were gone. We were surprised he played that well for y'all. And
The
could be
they're different roles. Like he's asked to be more offensive here, right? Whereas he was the destroyer, right? He was the destroyer at Real Madrid. Break up
yeah.
play, right? Play a pass forward, but you're there to break up the play. You're there to play at the back, and you're also in front of Tony Cruz and Modric, and you got Benzema to pass it to, and Ronaldo, and you know what I'm saying, and Gareth Bale. Like you have all these guys and options. You know, you're being coached by some of the greatest tacticians to ever play the game. So it's like here we're asking him to come back and defend, bubble wrap our terrible defense, right? And then after doing that, try to figure out a way to score us a goal on the fly, right? Like we're asking him a lot to do at his advanced age. He's a lot older now. I don't know. I don't know if his legs are gone. He has been shocking, but I'm not so ready to close the door on the Casemiro thing just yet.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I think he needs a break, though. I think a lot of our veterans needed a break. It was a hectic last 12 months for him. We had international due to the long, crazy preseason. And I think that just guys needed a break. And I think hopefully this couple of days off will be good for Casemiro. Let's talk about another player. Let's talk about Kobe Mainoo.
New Pogba. New Pogba. That's Pogba 2.0. I'm telling you. They play the same. They play the same.
Well, I'm not the biggest Pogba fan. I love Pogba, but I just thought it ended bad. But knowing that we know now, Mourinho dealt with that wrong. And let's not go into Pogba, but I love Kobe Mainoo. He shows a lot of calmness, a lot of poise for his age. What he does things Scotty doesn't do. He'll go get the ball. He'll put himself in a position to receive a ball.
Yep.
He knows he has game awareness where he'll allow the fullbacks to push, and he'll take their position. The kid knows what he's doing. I think we might have something special here. Now, how do you feel about inserting him into the lineup? Well, not as a starter, but definitely off the bench. I don't know.
I mean, if he's healthy, right? Because we have this thing.
Yeah, he's healthy. He's healthy.
Guys back, you know what I'm saying? We have this. We like to do that. We like to give them drugs now so they can come back fast. You know,
yeah.
Broken toes and metatarsals and whatnot. So as long as he's being taken care of, because I don't want to burn him out. He's really young, and we also do that too, right? So
that's another thing we do as United supporters. When we get a hot young one, we're ready to let's go. He's the next this. He's the next that. No, let him be him.
Let him take some time. But when we're in New York, right, we're watching the Arsenal game. Now it's a preseason game or whatever.
Yeah.
But he made a ball in from like
over the top, the one over the top.
He played it over the top. It kills the defender. It absolutely obliterates the defender. I think Sancho takes it down and scores it, right? It ended up not being an assist. I think he saved it once. But he put the ball in the area to only where Sancho was getting at.
Yeah.
Right? It was either Sancho or Bruno, one of them. I think it might have been Bruno. But the ball went in the air. And I remember saying, like, damn, Kobe Mainoo. Mainoo got that's in his locker, right? And it's preseason, right? Got to calm down a bit. But everybody was so hyped about the goal, like, oh, the goal. I'm like, did you see that pass? And that kid who just put that pass in, that's a grown man pass. That's a grown man pass to have the balls to do that from where you did it.
Yeah, well, you know, he when you have game awareness and you have good instincts, that's easy to you. You're just playing footy.
I want
And
to see the risk being taken, and
yeah.
that kid, like, man, look, it's go get it, go get it. I'm gonna put it past the whole line. You go get it, and I just love that about him. I think he's, like you said, he's composed. He keeps the ball, passes the ball, puts himself in position to get the ball, to progress the ball. He's not looking to go sideways. He's looking to go at you. So, like, I need to see some more for sure, right? Because I watched him a lot. I watched him a lot in the academy play and whatnot, but I don't own MUTV anymore. So it's like,
He looked like a man with boys in the academy though.
yeah. So I need to see, maybe we loan him if he can't get on the pitch. We loan him, but we got to take care of that kid because he's special.
Another person we didn't talk about was Hannibal. Hannibal has represented himself very well too, I thought. He's brought a different element to the team. It's hustle. He's better with the ball than I thought he was. One thing I like about him, if he turns over the ball, he goes back and gets it immediately. And he just shows a desire for the badge. And I think that's one thing I think Eric Ten Hag is doing right now. He's rewarding people who show effort.
Hey, Rose Con, what you saying?
Yeah, well, go on, boy. That's my new brethren too. We're gonna get everybody on the video. We're gonna get one. We get everybody up on this.
That's my Trinidadian homie, man. That's
Trini.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
I love Trini. I love Trini people bad.
What are you saying, man? Like, yo, yeah, man. I like Hannibal too. I need to see more though. I don't think I'm at quite a place. I'm even more or less of a place with Hannibal to say anything about him yet. But
I thought he needed a loan. I thought he needed another loan.
Yeah, I like the energy. Let's take 1 second to say we're talking about all this winger talk. Ahmad, bro, it's Ahmad season. It's Ahmad season.
Yeah, I forgot about my G. He won't be back to the end of November, something like that.
When he gets back, we got to start bringing him back into the fold because I think he's a baller.
I was ready for him this year. I was ready. I was taking all the gas. I was believing. People were like, send him back to Sunderland. I was like, hell no. He's doing stuff nobody in our team is doing. He could either play the 10, he was playing on the right, he'll go in the middle, and he was just dishing it out. To me, he was doing stuff nobody was doing on our team, and he was scoring goals, worldlies.
Sunderland people. He scored in Europe for us before we sent them on.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like, I will say he needs to bulk up his frame. Whatever Rashford's doing over there, he needs to get him in contact with his training and nutritionist to bulk up his frame, but like maintain his speed. But we took a limb. It should have get off the pot for him right now, right? Because it's like you're hurt, so we allow that. You know what I'm saying? Allow you being hurt there, but also like I know you can ball, right? I know you can make it happen. We need to really be figuring that out now. We need to start that experiment now. While we talking about Garnacho and Peachtree and all that, the Ahmad experiment needs to start. We need to be in the hypothesis phase of that experiment for sure.
All right, well let's wrap this up because work people are looking at me crazy. What do you expect to see tomorrow? What do you want to see?
I want to see attacking. I want to see us go at that bus stop. No, wait. We already played the bus stop in Hounslow. I want us to go at the Blades. Dean Henderson's a goal for them?
Sure is. Or is it our other guy?
Is it?
I know he got hurt.
We need to pepper that goal.
I want to be pepper. I want shellings. I want to shell out the place.
3-0. I want it to be wrapped up in the first half so I can enjoy my beer.
Yeah, true that. I think teams like this, we got to get into this killing instinct and stop playing with them. Know that we're better than them. Play like we're better than them. Rashi, you're supposed to be in form. I know Rasmus is ready to go. The midfield is the one place I think it's still up in the air. I don't know what combination Ten Hag is doing. I hope he does not put Bruno on that right. I just don't like to see Bruno on the right. I think he gets lost on the right. Bruno is effective as a 10 in the middle. On the right, he is no He's just not distributing the ball right. And I'm pretty sure he's going to start Anthony. I don't see how Bruno's going to be on the right anyway. So, the midfield is where we have to win the game, like every match we do. And if we do, it'll be. I picked a 3-1. I'm expecting a 3-1. I want him to be calm. I'm not really nervous about it. The thing is, it's not on these guys. It's on them. They got to believe. They got to know they're better. Don't go in there monkeying around, joking around, and waiting for something to get you going. Bring the game to them.
I'm doing the show.
Shout out to everybody peeping it out.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. Trust me, we're good.
Yeah,
They're trying to get Onana's head in the game. Onana just needs to be Onana. Uh-oh. Is that me or him? Uh-oh. Maybe a clean sheet out of this game. Is that me or my guy?
Onana needs a day off and goal. Yeah, that's real. He said that. Yo, I'm frozen.
Oh, you are? Well, let's wrap it. It's been good. We're gonna do it again. Me and you gonna do this weekly. We're gonna get the technology right.
Yeah.
But don't worry about it. We're here for you, Reds. This is Casey, 1870 Casual. This is my man Mikey, my brethren, my new brethren. Mikey, anything you want to say? Any closing thoughts?
Oh, man, listen, hey, tap in with us, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another.
Yeah, it's for reals.
To tap in with us, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. I'm joining forces with 1878 Casuals. I'm on board. At Those Atlanta Reds, the YouTube channel. That's my official channel, but I'm going to be
Atlanta Reds YouTube channel.
Those Atlanta Reds. Just tap in with me, man. And just, we're going to be doing a lot.
All right, my man. Up the fucking Reds. Love United. Hate Glazers. And I'm almost wanted to say Sir Jim out. Shout out to everybody chimed in. Everybody chimed in. Enough respect. Mikey, I'm going to touch base with you tonight. One love. Touch base with you live. Mikey's YouTube channel is Atlanta Reds YouTube. Atlanta Reds YouTube.
Atlanta Reds.
Peace, y'all. Peace, Mikey.
Hold it down, brother. I'll see you.
See ya.